में जो आप देख पा रहे हैं ये एक तरह से मैप है। इससे आपको याद करने में आसानी होगी। और ये हमारा फर्स्ट क्वोटेशन है। वर्जीनिया वुल्फ्स criticism is as important as her fiction. Her essays and reviews are not only insightful analysis of literature but also reflection of life, art and human condition. ये जो above quote है ये एक तरह से praise है उनकी। अब हम मूव करते हैं introduction of Virginia Woolf. Virginia Woolf 1882-1941 was an English writer, feminist and literary critic of 20th century. She was associated with Bloomsbury Group also. She also innovated methods such as stream of consciousness, multiple perspective and non-linear plots. As a critic, her works often focus on unity and interaction of arts. She also challenged traditional and conventional norms of art. Her famous works are Mrs. Dalloway, Orlando, A Room of One's Own and The Waves. आइए अब हम मूव करते हैं इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ वर्क के बारे में। मॉडर्न फिक्शन 1919 was published in the Times Literary Supplement. It is critical essay based on the themes of function of literature, materialistics versus spiritualist, Russian versus British writers, originality and freedom of expression. In central idea, the essay proposes that modern fiction should be form of art that should express truth of human experience and not mere representation of facts or events. In the essay, she criticizes H.G. Wells, Arnold Bennett, John Galsworthy for their two materialistic approaches. She praises Thomas Hardy, Joseph Conrad, W.H. Hudson, James Joyce, Anton Chekhov for being innovative and original. जो हमारा इंट्रोडक्शन है ये कंप्लीट एक तरह से नींव है हमारी कि जो हमारा कंप्लीट जो क्वेश्चन है, जो हमारा कंप्लीट जो ऐसे है वो किस वे में होने वाला है, हम उसे किस तरह एक्सप्रेस करने वाले हैं, इसकी थीम क्या है, सेंट्रल आइडिया क्या है इसमें, और ऐसे में किन किन ऑथर्स की बात की गई है। ये जो क्वोटेशन है ये हमारे इंट्रोडक्शन के बारे में है। Woolf's modern fiction is a passionate call for a new literary era, urging novelists to embrace the complexities of inner world and challenges the limitation of conventional storytelling. मॉडर्न फिक्शन जो ऐसे है, इस ऐसे में वर्जीनिया वुल्फ स्पष्ट रूप से जो ट्रेडिशनल वे ऑफ राइटिंग है उसे क्रिटिसाइज करती है, और जो न्यू वेव ऑफ अप्रोच है जैसे कि स्ट्रीम ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस, अपने इमोशन को एक्सप्रेस करना, लाइफ के अंदर ज़्यादा इंडल्ज होना, रादर की जो आसपास हमारी थिंग्स है, जो मेटलिस्टिक है, जो फाइल्स है, हम इसमें इंडल्ज हों। हमारे ऐसे का जो फर्स्ट ये इम्पोर्टेंट पैराग्राफ है, द ऐसे एक्ट्स एज ए मैनिफेस्टो फॉर मॉडर्न फिक्शन दैट एम्फसाइज्ड ऑन originality and freedom of expression. The authors should express what they feel, not what society or publisher want them to write. She emphasized on the introspective aspect of writing without following any specific method. It is a writer's job to write the complexities of life and the unknown. She states that method does not matter. It is the way it is used that matters. इस पैराग्राफ में बताया गया है कि जो किसी भी ऑथर को अपनी ओरिजिनलिटी एंड लाइफ पर फोकस करना चाहिए, ना कि किसी ट्रेंड को फॉलो करना चाहिए। और इसी के बारे में एक क्वोटेशन है, एनी मेथड इज राइट, एवरी मेथड इज राइट, दैट एक्सप्रेसेस व्हाट वी विश टू एक्सप्रेस इफ वी आर राइटर्स, दैट ब्रिंग्स अस क्लोजर टू द नोवेलिस्ट इंटेंशन इफ वी आर रीडर्स। आइए हम अपने नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ की ओर मूव करते हैं। वुल्फ कंडेम्स द मेटलिस्टिक्स, शी यूजेस इट फॉर H.G. Wells, Arnold Bennett and John Galsworthy. They are not concerned with the spirit but with the body. These writers explain more about external events, appearance and daily routine without having any inner light. The characters of Bennett, like George and Edwin, live a most artificial life. H.G. Wells take charge of explaining the work files of government official. They write on unimportant things. They spend immense skill and immense industry, make the trivial and transitory appear true and enduring. अब हम नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ की तरफ मूव कर रहे हैं। The role of modern fiction is to capture the essential things which she describes as the unknown and uncircumscribed spirit. It is to raise the morality and meaning in life. Thomas Hardy, Joseph Conrad, W.H. Auden are spiritualists. They are concerned with the human spirit, emotion, and the intangible aspects of existence. For example, the concept of epiphany given by James Joyce. Epiphany means sudden realization of truth. Modern writers should capture an unknown and uncircumscribed spirit, which is perhaps the most profound truth we can ever perceive. Woolf disagrees with contrasting concept of novel that captures a series of myriad impressions that arrive randomly and haphazardly. It should resist convention, symmetry, pattern, and plot. She praises it and James Joyce, who depicts life as it truly is, disconnect and incoherent. She praises a portrait of artist as a young man and Ulysses. और ये जो quotation है, ये जो above जो हमारी statement है, ये इसको ही emphasize करता है. Mr. Joyce is spiritual. He is concerned at all cost to reveal the flickering of the innermost flame which flashes its message through the brain. Woolf also praises works of Henry Fielding, that is, Joseph Andrews and Tom Jones, Tobias Smollett, Tristan Shandy, or W. M. Thackeray, The History of Pendennis. These books reveal much about life and are authentic. She says that modern fiction should also achieve works which are true to life. They wrote best books with primitive tools. The mere fact of their existence, by the mere fact of their existence in the flesh, their works has a living, breathing, everyday imperfection. Virginia Woolf moves to Russian writers for their characters who have depth, psychological insight, and focus on development. Leo Tolstoy, Fyodor Dostoevsky, and Anton Chekhov mainly prioritize character development. Russian writers have a deep understanding of human soul and heart. She compares them to saints. Because they are so compassionate, Russian writers often leave their readers with an unanswered question, and it focuses us to think. Russian mind is incomprehensive, inclusive, and also inconclusive. They have been driven to write by their deep sense of human suffering and their unwavering sympathy with it. They believe so passionately in the existence of soul. Woolf moves into an analysis of modern Russian writers. Anton Chekhov, who is a year ahead of their British contemporaries. In the story Gusev, some Russian soldiers are abroad on a ship and they spend time in a small talk. One of them dies and they throw him out. Anton Chekhov emphasizes on thoughts and feeling of the soldiers rather than on external event. The point of interest lies very likely in the dark places in psychology. Imagine करें आप एक शिप पर हैं, आप सभी फ्रेंड्स बात कर रहे हैं और आप सभी सोल्जर्स हैं. सडनली एक की डेथ हो जाती है एंड जो अदर जो है वहाँ पे जो अथॉरिटी है वो उसे उठा के समुद्र में फेंक देते हैं. सोचिए आप पे जो फीलिंग्स होगी, जो आपके इमोशन होंगे, जो थॉट्स होंगे आपके, वो कैसे होंगे. ये सारी जो एम्फसाइज है ये एंटोन चेखोव के जो वर्क है गुसेव में हम देख सकते हैं. द एम्फेसिस इज लेड अपॉन सच अनएक्सपेक्टेड प्लेस दैट एट फर्स्ट इट सीम्स एज इफ देयर वर नो एम्फेसिस at all. In the final part of the essay, Virginia Woolf refers to distinct voices in fiction. Russian and British literature are entirely different from one another, and their distance is evident of art. Infinite possibilities. Russian fiction has sense of gloom, while English fiction, from its turn to Meredith, has the instinct to enjoy and fight rather than to suffer and understand. It is futile to compare two fiction as both are honest and sincere. ये जो above पैराग्राफ है जिसमें रशियन और ब्रिटिश जो लिटरेचर है इसकी कंपैरिजन की गई है, इस कंपैरिजन में आप देख सकते हैं कि दोनों जो लिटरेचर है वो कंप्लीट डायमेट्रिकली अपोजिट है. दिस इज द पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ लिटरेचर कि कोई राइटर है जो लिखना चाहे. इट डज नॉट मीन दैट ही विल फॉलो एनी ट्रेडिशन. No, he will not. He can write in his own way about his own inner life or inner self. English fiction takes natural delight in humor and comedy, in the beauty of earth, in the activities of intellect, and in the splendor of the body. ये हमारी conclusion है. In a nutshell of modern fiction, Virginia Woolf states that novel is neither a criticism of life in Arnoldian sense nor an entertainment. Novel is a rendering of life in all its fluidity, complexity, and subtlety. Woolf gives a new dimension to English novels towards spiritualism and psychological awareness. She emphasizes on originality, honesty, and sincerity in writing. She expresses dissatisfaction with contemporary writers and praises Victorian novelists and Russian novelists that she praises as the future of saints. Virginia Woolf modern fiction is a double-edged sword. While it critiques the materialism of some contemporaries, it also issues a spirited innovation to break free from conventional forms and capture the kaleidoscope of ह्यूमन कॉन्शियसनेस। मुझे आशा है कि आपको ये मॉडर्न फिक्शन बाय वर्जीनिया वुल्फ समझ आया होगा एंड थैंक यू।